Hey guys, Matt from Back Yourself Fitness here, and welcome to episode 2 of our mobility series. In episode 1, we looked at some really basic foam rolling. Episode 2, today we're going to look at some stretches, super basic stretches, 5 different stretches. Once again, very easy, very simple. We're looking at our lower back without actually stretching our lower back. So we need to look at the muscles around our lower back. A lot of people, like I said in episode 1, suffer from lower back tightness. So just because your lower back's sore, it doesn't necessarily mean it's just your lower back that we need to work on. So we've got 5 very basic stretches today. We're going to look at 2 hamstring stretches, hip flexors, ITBs, and then quads. Stretch number 1. We're going to go with our band or a towel. You can use a towel, loop it around 1 foot, lay back, and just extend your leg into the band or your towel. So what a lot of people do with this one is they pull on the band of the towel, and that'll stretch your calves and a little bit of your hamstrings. But if you want more of a hamstring stretch, push your foot up into the band, and it'll get right into the belly of your hamstring. So I'm pushing my foot into that band as hard as I can and trying to lock my knee out. Okay? We'll change legs. So you can see I'm less flexible on my left side. Dominant and non-dominant side, totally fine. Everyone will be like that. So just stretch either leg to wherever you can get to. Once again, push your foot into the towel or into the band. Try and lock that leg out. With our stretches, they should be part of the workout. So at no point should you just be sitting and cruising through the stretch. You should be getting work the whole time. Alright, sticking with the hamstrings, what I'm going to need you to do with either the band or your towel, we're going to hook the band or towel around our feet, keep our feet together, grab a hold, and we're going to lift our chest up as high as we can, try and maintain as good a posture as possible. That's going to stretch your hamstrings and your mid to lower back depending on how good or bad your posture is. So my posture isn't perfect, so I can feel this through my mid to lower back, but definitely my hamstrings. Keep your chest pushed as high as you can. Keep tension on your legs. So with the band or the towel, put your hands wherever's easiest for you. So if you need to create a little bit more length, obviously, there we go, make a little bit more length. If you need to make it harder, obviously hold the band closer towards your feet. I don't need to because my flexibility isn't ideal. So I'm going to focus on legs touching the ground, chest as high as I can hold it. Moving on from the hamstrings, let's look at our hip flexors. So you're going to take your knee, and a lot of people mess this one up because they want to just lean forward. What you need to do is tilt your pelvis forward, so that's going to engage your glutes, and push your whole hip forward. So I'm not leaning forward, I'm pushing my hip through that stretch because we want to get that dirty big stretch through your hip flexor and the top of your quad. So it's all about keeping your glute engaged, pushing your hip forward as hard as you can. Changing sides. Same thing. I tilt my pelvis forward, which is going to engage my glutes, and I'm just pushing my pelvis as far forward as I can. I'm getting that nice big stretch through my hip flexor at the top of my quad. Alright, moving on to our quads. This one is going to require a little bit of balance, so if you need to grab yourself a little bit of a balance stick or something to rest on or help you get up or down, do so. If it's a chair, I've got a broomstick, whatever it is, cool. You'll need to work off either a bench or a chair or a ledge. We're going to put our foot up on the edge of the bench or chair, like we're going to do a Bulgarian split squat. We're going to drop our knee down to the ground, so your knee touches. I'm going to try and tuck my hips forward again, which is going to get that hip flexor stretch. I'm going to try and stand as straight as I can. So you can see my hip flexors are pretty tight because my ass wants to pop out. What I'm going to do here is lean forward so I can get that stretch through my quad. Once I've got that quad stretch, I'll go back to wherever I can. So for me, it's only personally going to be there and I'm getting that stretch through the quad without my ass popping out. So once again, lean forward, tuck my hips, and then lean back. Changing sides. Same thing, take that long stride forward, tuck my hips, just lean back. I'm a little bit better on this side. So you can do this off a chair, like I said, anything where you can rest your foot up, higher. So if it is a bench, a chair, a ledge, whatever. If you need a balancing stick, totally cool. If you don't, good on you. Make sure you get those glutes pushed forward. If you relax them, you're going to miss the stretch. Okay, fifth and final stretch, we're going to stretch our ITBs. Now ITBs, we're working down the side of our leg. It's the unenjoyable one on the foam roller that everyone tries to avoid. Real basic stretch here. What you're going to do is find a wall. You're going to stand about 1 meter away from the wall. You can see my inside foot, my legs are at a bit of an angle. I'm going to hook my outside foot around. From here, I'm just going to let my hip sag into the wall. So I'm not rolling, I'm just trying to push the point of my hip in towards the wall and get that stretch. And you get the stretch through this top little bit here. So set ourselves up again, hand on the wall, foot about 1 meter away, obviously depending on your arm length. And I'm just going to lean that hip in towards the wall, trying to keep my hips square to the front. I'm just going to get that stretch. I'll show you from the other side, but obviously with all these stretches, doesn't matter if one side's worse than the other or better than the other. If you feel the stretch more on one side or you don't feel the stretch on one side, that's just your dominant and non-dominant sides. It's totally fine. Alright, ITBs from the other side. So about 1 meter away from the wall, hook my hook my outside foot around my inside foot. I'm going to push my hip in towards the wall. So on this side, I actually get a bit of a higher stretch than I do on my left side, purely because my left side is my big stability side. Alrighty guys, so there it is. 5 basic stretches that you can do every day at home without fail. With our stretching, make sure you're stretching to the point of work. You don't want to just sit there and cruise through your stretches. You want to be able to get a sweat up. I got myself sweating just by doing those demonstrations. So if you push yourself hard enough, it can actually be a workout. That's episode 2 done and dusted. For those stretches, I'd do them 2-3 times each for 20 to 30 seconds. Episode 2 done. I'll see you in episode 3. Happy stretching.